Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Moving on to game number 2 now. We are going to be on the play here. Yeah, this is a very keepable hand. We have a removal spell. We have 2 3-drops that we can actually cast. And overall, we just have a really good hand. So we're going to go ahead and lead on a forest in case we want to play this Brontodon out first. Sorry for any noise in the background. That's my dog. Alright, they're going to start with a... Okay, that's a brave play. They have a Colossal Hammer, or Colossus Hammer. We're going to go ahead and pass the turn back. And our opponent is playing also red-green, so hopefully we're going to be able to get a pretty decent group of things here on the battlefield before too long. Alright, so our opponent's going to play out Nestor Spider, which I have no fear of whatsoever. We're just going to move to attacks and attack in. If they choose the block, that's fine. And then I'm just going to play out Centaur. Unfortunately, we missed a land drop this turn. That's normally not a good thing for our deck. So hopefully we're going to be able to get that back up and going. Sure, Lava Brawler here. Alright, so we're going to move the combat. And if they choose the double block here, we're just going to not Rabid Bite because that's sorcery, but we're going to Growth Cycle. So we'll see if they double block here. Now I kind of want to just Growth Cycle anyhow. To get that elemental off the battlefield, and we'll leave the Rabid Bite in hand. And if we draw another mana source, not mana source, draw another mana source next turn, we can play out the Silverback Shaman, which feels like a pretty decent play. Alright, there's an elemental. That one's a little bit big and scary. Alright, we drew our 1 tap source. So next turn we're going to be able to play out a pretty large threat. So we don't have our boost spell, unfortunately, this turn. Maybe we should have used Rabid Bite the turn before. We'll see, though. So our opponent's probably going to get in with this 5-4. And I think that's fine because we have Silverback Shaman. Alright, other elementals you control. Alright, that one's a little rough. And they're going to put an elemental... Alright, they put an elemental token there. So now I can actually double block and I only lose 1 threat. Okay, so our opponent may have saw that. So Rabid Bite here is going to be really good. And I think that's going to be the play, is I'm going to play this out, and then I'm going to Rabid Bite our opponent's elemental Trailblazer here. And the Overgrown Elemental is going to get a counter on it, but now I have at least a board state. Alright, I definitely think Tectonic Edge should be in the main deck. I think that's a mistake on my part for not having it in the main. But we're kind of at a board stall state where neither of us really want to attack. Alright, there's another Elemental. They are 2 lands away currently from Colossal Hammering a bunch of stuff. However, we do have Thrashing Brontodon to kind of take care of that. It's probably fortunate we do have that, but alright, there is a Silverback Shaman of our opponents. Here's Pulse of Marasa. So unfortunately we can't actually get anything back at the moment. So I think I'm just going to play out Mammoth Spider. Again, our opponent's still 2 turns away from being able to use Colossal Hammer, or Colossus Hammer. Alright, so there's land number 1, so I have to be a little worried now. Alright, there's Hydra. And I think being we're playing against green, I'm fine with playing it and doubling the counters on it. So it's only going to be a 6/6, so maybe I just play out Mammoth Spider this turn. And hopefully our opponent doesn't just draw a land. Alright, there's another Creeper element, Trailblazer, so that's actually pretty powerful. Alright, I'm going to play a Mammoth Spider here. I would really like to draw some mana sources. So we'll see if our opponent... I was going to say, we'll see if our opponent attempts to block here. So now they have enough for the Colossal Hammer. Alright, so now if I make an 8/8, they don't have anything... I guess they have this with Trample, but I have plenty of blockers. So I could play this as an 8/8, or I can hold it. It's probably better to hold it for the time being. And I'll just play out the Menace Raptor. It's moments like this where I wish I had... the overgrown thing. Alright, so they are going to equip Tier, which I think is fine. Alright, so 14 here, and they have 15... They have 15 attack strength and 14, so 6... Alright, so we're going to get to draw some cards here. We're going to block with these, and... I guess probably these, and then 5. They're going to get in for 2, which I think is fine. So we're going to get to draw a couple cards here. And again, now I can just play Silverback Shaman and leave Thrashing Brontodon up. And there's another land. And we also have Pulse and Marasa. So it's a tied game at 17-17. And I really wish I had that Tectonic Edge main board. That really would have been our way out here. Unfortunately, I didn't bring that in. I left that in the sideboard because I forgot to switch it when I was editing decks in between. That being said, if they... Alright, other elementals you control have Trample. So now I have some Trample threats to deal with. Alright, I think this is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to become an 8/8. Alright, so I'm going to double block this here. I definitely have some decisions to make. 5, 10. I don't think this was ideal for our opponent, but I mean, I guess it was. So this is going to become an 8-8. We're going to take no damage here. We're going to take no damage here. We might be able to stabilize a pretty good board state, honestly. So I think I double block here. And then, yeah, I'm taking 12. But then I can play out this either the Hydra next turn. I guess it depends on what's in our opponent's hand. They could just have it. Yeah, they're gonna activate Trailblazer here. So again, I go the 5. Our opponent gains 2 life. I'm left with 2 spiders. Our opponent has 1 card in hand. So I'm definitely taking out this hammer. There's an act of treason, which unfortunately doesn't do anything for us right now. So I can gain 6 and play out a silverback if I want. Or I can play out the Hydra for how much? 3, 4, 5, 6, and then kill the Thicket, and then I have a larger board state than them. That's probably the play to make. I definitely want to gain the life next turn. I don't want to mess around with that. So we're definitely taking out the Crasher here. We're going to fight target creature. And now we have 3 blockers, but they have 4 attackers. So if they have like a giant growth or something, that's going to be a little rough for us. Choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1. Sure. So they're going to choose Elemental here, and they're going to have some 6/5s. They're going to activate it. They're going to reveal Fire Elemental, and they're probably going to swing in here. Oh, they choose not to. Okay. So that's definitely a bonus on our part. So we're going to gain 6 life here. Yeah, we're definitely not returning anything to our opponent's hand. Yeah, we're probably just getting a silverback here. We're going to get a silverback shaman and then recast it. And pass the turn. So our 6/7 is holding our opponent back at the moment. Again, I wish I had that Tectonic Edge. Our opponent's going to get the grind through their deck and find a bunch of elementals. Alright, so they're going to have elementals they control have trample again, which could be an issue here. I guess the question is, how do we win at this point? So they can block. They block here and here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass the turn back. I don't think we definitely don't have the game at the moment. There's no point in trying to make them. Alright. Again, being able for them to grind through their deck and just find elementals they need, it's a little tough for us to deal with that. Alright. Brawler's definitely a powerful thing to have trample with. Brawler will get 4, 5. So it'll become an 8-5 with trample. Yeah, that one's a little rough. Alright, again, they're just grinding through, getting the elementals out of their deck. Sure, there's another elemental. And now they probably just play Thicket, and then they're swinging with a 9-5 trampler. Ooh, there's a wolf. That's gross. Alright, again, Thicket Crasher's in our opponent's hand. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to win this one. We definitely would have been able to if I would have kept the card that would have won us the game in our deck, but I didn't. Because we have exactly 20 damage in our... Yeah, we have 20 damage in our bag, but we didn't... Alright, there's Thicket. Our opponent must think they can win from this point. And they're probably right, to be honest. Alright, so let's see how we can block here. So we're taking 6 in this instance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, we're taking 6. Alright. 5 here. We're taking 2 at the here. Let's double block this. So we're taking 8, 10, 11. Eight, 9, 10, 11. I don't think there's a way we can actually block. I think we're taking exactly lethal still. No, I mean, this is soaking up 10 damage. That's the smartest block for right here. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But I can kill that. Alright, that's the block I need to make to stay alive. And we're going to have to draw a card. Oh, what? I must have missed something or miscalculated. That was a little bit rough. Okay, so we have another spider. All right. Okay, this is why we lost the game. I needed to have Tectonic Rift in our deck instead of Active Treason. Act of Treason, it should not be main deckable, and I should definitely switch that in between games. I definitely need to have the Tectonic Rift in the main. We had exactly lethal multiple turns that game. All we have to do is draw the Tectonic Rift. So if I would have had it, we would have probably been okay. We have a pretty decent red-green deck going for us. We even have a Rugged Highlands for it. We're going to go ahead and keep this hand... keep our deck the way it is. We're going to take out an Act of Treason, bring in the Tectonic Rift, and hopefully that'll win us the game this time. Again, I just want to remind everyone that this is a recording for YouTube, so it will be up on our YouTube channel. If you'd like to go and hit that subscribe button on our YouTube page, it is youtube.com/crocodilemtg. If you are watching this on YouTube and you want to participate in the live recordings, you can head over to twitch.tv/crocodilemtg and hit that sub so you know when we're online and we're recording our videos. So again, this is match 2 of game 2 in a Core Set 2020 draft. Hopefully this next game is going to be better. We 2-0'd our first draft, and now we're looking to hopefully get back in this and 2-0 this one. Hopefully that beginning play didn't mess with us. We're going to keep this hand. We're going to play Vial on 2 because we kind of are light on 2 drops unless we draw one. And then we can go ahead and play Centaur on 3. Alright, our opponent's going to start with Hammer again. That Hammer was relevant last game, and it was pretty scary. So hopefully we can get some aggression in early. We have the Pulse of Marasa, which is a pretty decent card. Our opponent's going to start with a Cat. We're going to start with a Centaur. Our Centaur is going to probably smash the Cat in the face. They are going to get to use this for all their elemental spells, though, so they can run some stuff out early. Hopefully we don't get overrun again. Alright, that's a little rough. I'm going to go to attacks and attack. And then I'm probably going to... I think I just want to get rid of their Cat here. I don't think I want them rushing anything out. And I want to hold up their mana a little bit. So they did find a Rugged Highlands. So I think that's fine. Alright, right on schedule. So we're going to play out a Mammoth Spider. We're going to get the swing in for 3. Overall, I think our deck is probably on par with our opponent's, but our opponent has the elemental synergies. I think overall, I think our deck is more powerful. I think we just really needed that Tectonic Edge last game. Our opponent was just able to overrun us, unfortunately. Alright, and there's Creeping Trailblazer from our opponent, which again, I think is fine. I think we're going to push through some damage, and then we'll play out the Predator. We just want to keep... Our opponent's at 9 right now. We're going to be swinging for lethal next turn. I want to keep our opponent off their game as much as I can. Right now, Creeping Trailblazer can only become a 3/3 if they were to use the pump ability. Alright, they're going to make it a 4/4, and they're going to make a wolf. So I think that's fine. And here I can play out... Yeah, I'm going to play out the Hydra for 4, and then swing in for game. I'm sorry, I'm going to play out the Hydra for 5, and then get the swing in for game. Alright, there's the game. Alright, hopefully we can do that again. Natural End, destroy target artifact or enchantment, gain a life. Mammoth Spider. We got some ley lines. We're just going to hit cement and throw it back in. We'll see how we do here. Just a quick shout out to manatraders.com, our awesome card rental service sponsor of the channel. Also Inked Gaming, who makes awesome custom playmats, mouse pads, and more. And finally, we have our Patreon page. If you'd like to support the Crocodile MTG channel, please go to our Patreon page and check out all the awesome content we offer there. We're going to keep this hand. We're going to be able to turn 3 be swinging with a 4/4 Vigilance. I think that's probably going to be good enough to at least start the runaway with the game. I think that's an aggressive start, and I think those are the things we need from this deck. And we have Rabid Bite for the turn after, so if our opponent plays an early elemental, we're probably going to just get to kill it. And we're hitting all our land drops, which is fantastic. Alright, there is another elemental. The question is, do I want to just ignore it, or... We'll swing in first. We'll see if they block. And since they don't, we're going to make it 4-4. And now we have Rabid Bite for next turn, which will probably just remove their... Yeah, we're going to just kill their elemental and swing in for a 4 again. And again, Rabid Bite's not a fight, so our creature doesn't take damage. Alright, they're going to play another elemental spell, which I think is fine. I'm going to move the combat and swing for 4 and see if they block. I'm fine with this trade. Now I'm going to play out Shaman. I'm just going to keep the pressure up on our opponent. Hopefully they aren't going to be able to stabilize. Alright, they are going to get to play Brawler here. Move to combat, attack. If they double block, alright, they choose not to. I'm just going to play out Spider Elemental. Mammoth Spider, not Spider Elemental. Their deck's all about elementals, so I have elementals on my mind. I wish Pulse Marasa could just get back target permanent, because then I could get back the invocation. And our opponent has 3 cards in hand. They're down to 7. We are swinging for lethal next turn, so they are going to have to block something. Alright, they're going to choose Elemental. They're going to make a 4-4 and a 3-5. So that's pretty decent. And I think we're just going to move the combat and attack. And if they choose to not block, then they're threatening lethal. If they block, then we're going to get to draw a card. Yeah, Shaman is just a really, really powerful card. Alright, we're definitely playing this Brontodon out. The additional thing with Brontodon also is it can blow up the Ancestry, because you can pay 1, sack it, and destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's also a 3-4, which is a pretty good power toughness creature. And alright, that's probably fine. I could Pulse Marasa here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to move the combat. Oh, I think that's just going to be game. Let's see what our opponent thinks. We're going to play it for 6. We're going to fight the Brawler. Oh, no! Darn it! Okay, that was bad for us. That was bad on our part. Oh, no. Okay. Man, oh man. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to move the combat here, and I'm going to swing the Hydra. It is lethal. They are going to have to block. And then I can Thrashing Brontodon the Ancestry. Alright, I think I'm fine with this. I'm going to Thrashing Brontodon the Ancestry. I'm going to kill the brawler that has trample. I'm going to play the Keldon Raider, and I'm not going to use its ability. And then at the end of turn, I'm just going to get back the Hydra with Pulse and Marasa, and that'll probably be enough to win the game. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we'll see what our opponent thinks here. Alright, what do we kill in this instance? Probably just the fire elemental. And then swing both. We're sitting at 26. Alright, we took the match back. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mousepads, and more, head over to Inked Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons.